welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to a TBR. This TBR for the month of June is looking a little bit different than my usual TBRs. Obviously, you guys know I have a TBR game where I play TBR Bingo to pick my prompts. Unfortunately, I'm still in a reading slump and the TBR Bingo is just not working for me right now. For all the books that I had last month that were picked on my TBR, I only read one of them, which was Layla by Colleen Hoover. And I just didn't prioritize any of the other books on that TBR, so I'm not forcing myself to do a TBR Bingo this month. Hopefully next month in July, especially because it's my birthday month, I'll be back with TBR Bingo in full swing. But this month is Camp SeasonAthon, which is our summertime round for SeasonAthon, where we're doing our summertime reads. And then for this one, you pick different camps, either my camp, Mel's camp, or Clint's camp. And with those prompts, you read the books from our TBR games. And then there's a page count competition going on throughout the month as well. So if you want to join and hang out with us, you're more than welcome to do so. I will leave all of that information down in the description box below if you are choosing to join us last minute. It's a very fun readathon. You can double up, triple up on prompts. You can choose whichever camp suits your fancy, suits your reading taste for June more, and hopefully if you do participate and if you are joining us, that you have a lot of fun. And if you're on my team, let's kick some friggin' butt. So today I'm going to talk about the prompts I have for my camp and what books I chose for each prompt, and that's going to be my TBR this month. I'm only committing to a small amount of books and hopefully I can get through them all. So prompt number 1 is a book you never thought you would read. I am interpreting this one a little bit different than the actual prompt. I have read this book before, but I just never thought that I would reread it anytime soon. I knew that at some point I wanted to reread it, but I never thought I would reread it right now. And this is originally a book that I never thought that I would read, but I kind of felt like pushed into it because people were doing like a readathon with it, and I was like, I need to read it because I need to read adult fantasy. I didn't really enjoy it the first time around, so I'm interested to see, now that I've read a little bit more adult fantasy, if I like it the second time around. But I am buddy reading Assassin's Apprentice with my friend Karina. She's reading it, I believe, for the first time and invited me to read it along with her for some extra motivation. It is quite a large, well, not really. It's about 380 pages, but it's adult fantasy. It's very slow, so with my reading slump, I don't know if this is going to be the best book for me, but if I can't get to it, oh well, it is what it is, and I can always pick something else for this prompt. The next prompt is 2021 release, and for that, I am going to read Wicked Souls by Katie Wismer. This is the second book in the, Marionette series. I read the first one back in 2020 when it was released. It was 2020 or 2021, I can't remember which year it was released, but I did read it the month it came out, and I loved it. It was so good, and I have been meaning to pick up the second book in the series. The third one comes out later on this year, so I definitely want to be caught up. And I do have the audiobook. I pre-ordered the audiobook and the signed first edition of this one, so I definitely need to get on with this one, and this is one that I'm really, really excited for. If you've never heard of this series and don't know what the Marionettes is about, it follows a girl named Valerie Darkmoor who is in school getting ready for her trials into the Marionettes, which is an elite group of witches that are there to help aid the vampires and their lineage. Her family is known for being a part of the Marionettes, and so she needs to get into that slot, but when her trial starts happening, dark things start happening alongside it, and she realizes that not only her trials but her life are in danger, and it's a really, really good fast-paced paranormal fantasy. So if you like that with a little bit of romance thrown in there, then I think that you'll like the series. Prompt number 3 is a ebook, which is very exciting because I have been reading a lot of ebooks and audiobooks. That's the only thing that I'm reading right now, so I am on board with this one, and for this I'm going to read Scorned Princess. I do not know the author. It is a book that I just added to my TBR today because it was for fans of Zodiac Academy and the spin-off series by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. So I decided to pick this one up with the audiobook and give it a go. So this is one that I'm going to read, and hopefully I like it. It is a reverse harem, paranormal, no, actually it's a contemporary reverse harem. It looks good, sounds dark, exactly what I'm in the mood for, so hopefully I enjoy it. Prompt number 4 is a contemporary, and for that I'm choosing a contemporary romance, and I'm going to choose Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This recently came out this year, and I'm very, very excited for it. I don't know actually anything about it, but I have read both of Emily Henry's books and really enjoyed them both, so I definitely needed to read her third adult romance. It sounds like it's going to be a cute read. Emily Henry knows how to pull my heartstrings alongside writing really adorable, wonderful romances, so I'm very excited to read this. The next prompt is 22 books to read in 2022. I am doubling that up with Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This is on my list to read 22 books in 2022, so I figured I would double up since I'm having a hard time reading in general. Our next prompt is a favorite author, which is always something that I love to read, and for that, of course, I'm going to be reading Sarah J. Maas. I am a little bit behind on our group buddy read of the Throne of Glass series. Everyone's on the next book after this one, and I have not yet read Queen of Shadows, so this is going to be my goal for this month. It's a chunky boy, but I'm excited for it. Sarah J. Maas knows how to write a damn book, so I'm excited for this. The ending of the last book was definitely a fun time, so I'm interested to see what she's going to do in Queen of Shadows. The next prompt is to read a sequel, and for that I'm going to be reading Savage Fae by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. I have been on a huge Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti train. I have read up to book 6 in the Zodiac Academy series. I have read up to book 4 in their Harlequin series, and now I am reading the Ruthless Boys of Zodiac, because they don't have any of their book series completed, and I refuse to read the second to last book just to be left on a cliffhanger. So I just keep bouncing around to all of their series. But I am going to read book 2. I started book 1 just a couple days ago, and I just finished it. So I figured since series is on here, I might as well read the sequel. And this book takes place in the same world as the Zodiac Academy books take place, but it takes place 5 years before the events of the first book in the Zodiac Academy. I cannot say that word fast. Zodiac Academy series. There are some crossover in characters, but this one is a reverse harem where the other one is a bully romance, and it's set at another academy in the world of Celeria. So that's that. I'm excited for it. Hopefully it doesn't leave off on a cliffhanger, because like I said, the series is not all the way completed. At least not all the audiobooks are out, and that's how I'm listening to them. So let's hope. Cross your fingers that I don't get sucked into another friggin' wormhole. Okay, our next prompt is TBR Jar. Usually for this, I would pick out of my TBR jar that I have. However, like I said, many a time, I'm in a reading slump. So today, I put together a list of books that I'm interested in. Most of them are romances. Actually, all of them are romances that I'm hoping to get to sometime soon. That's really all I've been reading, so I'm trying to lean into what I'm actually in the mood for. So I have this little spinner wheel that I will put up on the screen so you can see what gets chosen, and I will spin the wheel, and fate will decide. All right, let's go. Okay, Him by Sarah Bowen and Elle Kennedy, I'm pretty sure. I've heard really good things about this one. It's actually perfect because it's a male-male romance, which is great for Pride Month. Usually during Pride Month, I really try to prioritize reading only LGBTQI+ books. However, I'm just trying to read what I can, so that is being put on the back burner this year, which is super unfortunate, but I'm glad that I got one on my TBR. Our second to last prompt is 5-star prediction, and for that I'm going to be using Queen of Shadows. This is not technically on my official 5-star prediction list. However, I have given every book in this series a 5-star, and so because of that, I'm going to use it as my 5-star prediction. And the last prompt for my cabin is 2022 release, and for that I am doubling up again, or tripling up, shall I say, with Book Lovers by Emily Henry. And the last and final book that I have to talk about is our group book for this round of SeasonAthon, and that is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. I have already read this one, so I'm very excited to sit down and talk with the author about this, as well as my SeasonAthon hosts. However, if I have some time and I'm in the mood, I will reread this one. I did love it. It was a fantastic book, 5 out of 5 stars, so it won't hurt me to reread it, but if I'm in the mood, I will do it. If not, then I remember enough about the book to participate in the live show, so it should be fine, but I did love it, so I'm hoping that I can reread it. Alrighty, this is my stack of physical books for my Camp SeasonAthon TBR. I'm very excited about all of these. Hopefully this will get me back in the mood to read a little bit of everything. I have been saying that for the past 3 months and has yet to be the case, but you know, one can hope, one can dream. I'm very excited for these. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you are participating in Camp SeasonAthon, please feel free to let me know which camp you chose, what you're using for your prompts, and if you're excited for the group book, which I definitely am. Hope that you're excited as well. Again, all of the information that you will need for this readathon is down in the description box below. Make sure to go check out Clint and Mel's channel. But that is the end of this video. I apologize for the lack of TBR bingo this month, but hopefully you guys are okay with it and you bear with me, and hopefully next month, my birthday month, will be a little bit better. That being said, that's the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and of course leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!
Baby, turn it down like a sweet and ready. Go slow, keep it nice and steady.